Sri Lanka is located in the southern regions of Asia, and because of its location, Sri Lanka is known as a country of Southern Asia. This is famous for being an island country in South Asia and for being a pearl-shaped island country in South Asia as well. In the past, this was known as Ceylon until 1972, while the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka is the official name of the country in present time. There are two official languages in Sri Lanka. One is Sinhala and another is Tamil, where English acts as a recognized or linked language. Sinhala is the spoken language in the southern, western, and central regions of the country, and Tamil is almost exclusively spoken in the northern and eastern parts of the country. Some other general information about the country are: the left side is applicable for driving in Sri Lanka. The calling code of the country is 94. Sri Lankan rupees is the currency name, and ISO country code is SL. In the term of area, Sri Lanka occupies the 120th position in the whole world, the 36th position in Asian countries, and the 6th position in South Asian countries. The country is about 1.5 times larger than Denmark and slightly bigger than the US state of West Virginia. The total area of this country is 65,610 km and water covers 4.4% of the total area, where there is a maritime border with India and Maldives. This island is located in the Indian Ocean, Laccadive Sea in the west, southeast of the Bay of Bengal and southeast of the Arabian Sea. The Gulf of Mannar and the Pak Strait separate the country from the Indian subcontinent, particularly from an Indian state named Tamil Nadu. The landscape of Sri Lanka is mostly low, which is consisted of flat to rolling coastal plains and some prominent mountains in the south-central regions. The highest peak and the tallest mountain in the country is Pedro or Mountain Pedro in English, which reaches 2,524 miles. The geographical situation of Sri Lanka is lying on the Indian Plate, which is the major tectonic plate, and this was the part of the Indo-Australian Plate in the past. Mahabeli River is the longest river in Sri Lanka among the 103 rivers, which extends 335 kilometers long. The waterways of these rivers give birth to 51 waterfalls of 10 meters or more. Both tropical and warm climates can be noticed on the island because of moderating impacts of ocean winds. Average yearly temperatures of the country is varied from 28 degrees Celsius to 31 degrees Celsius during the day and 14 degrees Celsius to 18 degrees Celsius at night. Sri Lanka has a population of 22 million almost, where Buddhism is the main religion in the majority of the population. On this island, 70.2% of people follow the religion of Buddhism, 12.6% people are Hindus, 9.7% people are the followers of Islam, followers of Christianity are 7.4% and 0.1% follow other or no religion. The culture of the island is mainly influenced by two major religions of the island named Buddhism and Hinduism. Again, the impacts of games and sports can be found in the regular life of the people of Sri Lanka. Volleyball is the national sport of the country, while cricket is the most popular sport in the country. Even Sri Lanka was the proud champion of the 1996 Cricket World Cup and 2014 ICC World T20. The legislative or administrative capital of the country is Sri Jayawardhanapura Kotte, commonly known as Kotte, which is a satellite city also. On the other hand, Colombo is the judicial, financial and executive city of the country, which is the largest city by population also. The government of Sri Lanka is a democratic republic and a unitary state under a semi-presidential system where the president is acted as the head of state and commander-in-chief. The election of a president is dependent on the people of the country who vote to elect a president for a 5-year term. Sri Lanka runs its legislative, executive, and judicial branches independently with a separation of powers into these branches. This country is a member of the United Nations, the Commonwealth, the SAARC, the World Bank, the International Monetary Fund, the Asian Development Bank, and the Colombo Plan, etc. According to Human Development Index, Sri Lanka is a developing or emerging country and the ranking of the country is 72. The characteristics of a developing country like poverty, corruption, mismanagement, etc. can be seen in Sri Lanka. However, it is a matter of great fortune that Sri Lanka is rich in a huge number of minerals and industries. The main sources of industries are textiles and clothing, tourism, telecommunication, information technology services, banking, shipping, petroleum refining, construction, and processing of tea, rubber, coconuts, tobacco, and other agricultural commodities, etc. These industries and minerals are acted as a blessing for Sri Lanka, which helped the country to export its goods enormously. In recent times, Sri Lanka has made significant progress on reforms designed to make the country prosperous, democratic, and transparent. Moreover, these reforms are included the creation of a national anti-corruption agency and an overhaul of the banking sector as well. Therefore, it is hopeful that Sri Lanka will be one of the prominent countries of Asia as well as of the whole world after the successful execution of all reformations taken by its government. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. Assalamu alaikum.